many, many millions of dollars in this renovation. So even if
his favor, and that's something that any coach wants on their squad.
Not sure you start back-to-back years for Bob Hurley at St. Anthony High School without having a little bit of that competitiveness, because you've got a lot of guys.
I'm not saying that. I'm just questioning. Might sell it. No, there's no reason to sell it. Get honest with people. Leslee Smith. No. And Tim Miles doing a good job. He's moved Shields 3 different places in 15 seconds of zone work. Bobby, there's the matchup. Right now, 22 Dawson got to Pettaway. Now he's switching back. But you're going to see back and forth Valentine and Pettaway. Or excuse me, Valentine and Dawson on Pettaway. But now you've got to guard Pettaway. Ceiling inside. And it's floated this game now.
Steve looking at it as a glass half full.
You're getting second chance opportunities. Cash it in there. Leslee Smith going to work against Egwu.
Pettaway 1 for 7 on the offensive end for Nebraska to start. Nice pass inside, though, to Leslee Smith.
Where looked a little like they could have let that one go, but that's what happens during the game when you pick up a quick early.
Care. He just wants his guys to have the confidence to take the shot. Don't be afraid to shoot the ball.
Without the basketball, took his defender down toward the lane, then came out, caught the ball in rhythm. Good execution in the half court by Purdue.
He was a starter earlier in the year, now coming off the bench for Matt Painter, and a nice move by Smith.
10 on the shot clock. Smith blows by. Great.
Webster, nice feed. Pettaway who dishes it off. Got it to go.
Have a player or two that's going to be their game in and game out. That just hasn't been the case for Nebraska.
Parker with the pass to Smith, and Leslee Smith.
Parker goes down the lane, but right there is Hammonds. Webster, nice pass.
Detroit Country Day. Amir Williams coming alive here as a junior, much improved. Leslee Smith inside.
This just in. Good look from Big. McGarry goes out for the season. Just staying the course and enjoying it. Pettaway again turns the corner, but this time.
They allow him to use his athleticism, but his knowledge of the game to sometimes go off strip, and that's what Aaron Kraft does.
It's also a point from the line. Screen from Smith. Gallegos will pick and roll, and there he goes to the rim. Leslee Smith.
And that's a lost art, Steve. You just don't see teams, regardless of who they are or individual players, enough of
Smith again.
First scholarship athlete at the University of North Carolina. Jim Delaney was his teammate there on this UNC team since Leslee Smith.
Minutes of the second half here at Mackey Arena. Both teams looking for win number 1 in the Big Ten. Nice move by Smith.
This conference a year ago had the opportunity to see the Wolverines a couple of times, but a sensational run in the NCAA tournament.
You know, Sean, and we discussed it earlier today, but people tend to forget it's a long season. Teams do not stay.
Has Evan Gordon on him. They can't get him the ball. Now he's got it, but he's 25 feet away from the cup. Leslee Smith working on Gordon. Oh, that's an easy. Pulled up for the 3, the miss. David Rivers, the offensive rebound. Here's Smith, the deep 2 minutes.
Leslee Smith will take one. And who they've scheduled. I mean, Kentucky hasn't beaten anybody. Indiana's only beaten Washington. You got to
get it to him. Here's Parker for 3. Smith with the offensive rebound.
Pettaway. Strong as Smith with the offensive rebound. The put.
Free throw. Free money if you get the ball.
So 15 for 15 against Illinois. Screen. Real nice
way. Pettaway, the runner, tough shot. Rebound Smith going back up strong and scores.
Another late block for the Huskers. Webster with 3. Smith with one, got it all.
In the offseason, just his fourth game back as well. There's Webster. Leslee 10 to shoot. Nice pass inside. And
Buckeyes, they're getting blitzed. 27-18, Nebraska out-rebounding Ohio State. And it was
Trice steps back. Can't knock it down. Leslee Smith with the Crawford for three.
Gallegos running the break, no numbers with him. Dumps it off for Smith, who finishes.
He's hitting step right back in. That's a 5-point difference.
And Penn State had gone the last 4:20 of the first half without a basket, last 4 minutes or so.
In new coach at Wisconsin and Paul Chris, and a new coach at Nebraska and Mike Riley, who introduced most of his staff today. Abraham.
First time Ohio State has led it since about the 7-minute mark of the first half.
There you go. There you go.
Both feet completely in the lane, able to turn over that left shoulder with the baby hook. Good job by Simpson at getting position.
Getaway cuts to the basket.
And Ohio State, that's now 16 fouls. So on the next foul, Nebraska will be in the bonus. Shields open.
Discipline both of these teams. These teams have enough to win far more than what they've won, but they get bad shots come into play and bad turnovers.
That's a nice
layup by Rivers. Rice. Rebounded by Hill. Blocked away.
In Nebraska, mass substitutions at the scoring table, trying to find an answer offensively.
I love it here.
Purdue by 4. Davis against Petaway. Now spins baseline in.
Offensive minds, not only in the Big Ten Conference, but of all of college basketball, Corey.
There's Morris had it.
Nebraska looking for the goaltend. Cherry on the open floor. Cherry.
It's just like a birdie putt or a par. You see it on the scorecard. A nice steal right here by Indiana. Can they convert and finish?
Hartman had going out to Hawaii and winning. You talk about home court advantage, but that game with Boise pretty good.
Rubles has that blocked.
7-0 run now for Nebraska. Now a steal by Smith. 2-on-1 if he hurries. Smith lays it in.
Smith to poke away. Got the loose ball. Should be an easy 2. It is.
Mightily beating Nebraska's defense.
A great steal by Smith reaching around Bo Walker. And now Smith filling.
And finally build a basketball program. They've been playing for 119 years, basketball at Penn State. Garner wide left. Petaway from deep, or Newbill from deep over Petaway, and the rebound by Smith.
So far, so good for Revante.
Ooh, nice screen by Egwu.
Nunn tries to get it to Egwu, somehow gets it to Rice. Sorry, 3 team fouls on Nebraska.
Boy, Webster, really good job of being there on the catch.
Owens off the crossover fades, off the mark.
Shot clock at 8. Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman defended tightly by Parker. Shot is off, and there is Smith.
Dawson lost the dribble, found it again. Ball movement to the corner, and that 3 a little too strong from Bryn Forbes.